Steve Roon with the Kenton County Road Commission. He's joining us on Zoom. Of course, our evening commute, as the girls was telling us, slow as we're expecting the heaviest snowfalls. Good afternoon, Steve. How are you this afternoon?
Well, good morning. I'm doing well, thank you.
Yeah, it is morning. Thank you, Steve. You know, I don't know what time of day it is. Let's
It's
get right.
it's okay. Me either. Me either. Some days they just blend together. We're all having fun.
I mean, having fun and clearing roads, that's what you all are up to. So let's talk about how your crews are preparing for another system that's going to come through.
Well, yeah, I did feel the pressure when you were talking about us and all the children and their wishes for snow days, and it was going to be all on us how quickly we responded. But I am okay with that. But really, as we were hearing about the forecast for the snow early this afternoon, really as we approach rush, that's the message we're going to give as we're out there. We're responding as the snow comes, and with the peak traffic, just that traffic does slow, and that slows our response because we're in that same flow of traffic. So as that happens, we kind of got to go with the traffic as it picks up, and we'd ask everyone to kind of know that it's coming, prepare, so give yourself more time so you're not driving distracted, you're not driving rushed, and we'll all get there safely. But if you get an accident in there, it even slows it even more, and then we kind of get gridlocked up, and it takes us longer to get cleaned up. So we're prepared to get out there with over 90 trucks here through 6 p.m., and then we'll be bringing in about 40 trucks in this evening at 6 p.m. to take the reins and cover the night shift.
All right, and then you talk about the crews being out. Talk to us a little bit about the pre-treatment and what you guys actually do when you get out on the roads.
Well, pre-treatment has been happening quite a bit this winter. We all know that there's kind of weather that allows us to do that. We put down in Kent County our pre-treatments, generally a liquid-based pre-treatment, and it's thinned out with water. So the salt, the chloride that needs to be left behind to give us some time between our treatment and the storm, we need some days that allow that water to really evaporate out. So we've got to balance the pre-storm days with days that allow us to do it. We've had some good days for that. We've been out there pre-treating. But we want everyone to know that pre-treatment really slows the freezing, so it doesn't stop it completely. So we still need to be out there. It buys us time. And based on snow volume and accumulation, how fast it's snowing shrinks that timeline. But it allows us to get some of those areas that freeze first. But we've pre-treated most of our bridge decks at our high volume roads, which are our state system, some of our county primaries. And then as the snow starts, we'll be getting through that same network and kind of working our way to less traveled roads as the storm diminishes.
All right, and Steve, you talk about those less traveled roads. Let's talk about the roads that you all prioritize. And a lot of folks they didn't get over to this side or they didn't get to me. What's the process, or what do you all do or go through to say, hey, we need to tackle this area first versus this area?
Well, first things, we really want to state that we plow our highest traveled, highest speed roads first. We make those the priority. But we also encourage folks to understand those speed limits on those roads are in ideal situations. And what we've heard this afternoon is not going to be ideal driving conditions. So although a posted speed limit on 131 may be 70, what maybe is a safe and diligent speed might be 35 or 45. But we're going to prioritize those high speed, high traveled roads like your interstate routes 131, 96, 196, as well as our multi-line county primaries. So roads like West River, 10 Mile, down on the south end, 84th Street, 100th Street, those types of roads are where we're going to be focusing early. We're committed to really providing a service when we start getting this 5 to 6 inches of snow falling in one storm event within 36 hours of the end of the storm. So based on predictions, if that really noticeably slows by midnight, early tomorrow morning, most everyone should start to expect, even in neighborhoods and cul-de-sacs, seeing that service by the end of business Friday. But some will see it much sooner for sure.
Okay. Good information there. And let's talk about drivers, because this is the first year of that distance law where drivers need to keep at least 200 feet from the plows. Have you all been seeing any success with that law being implemented?
Absolutely. I think the success just comes that you and I are talking about it right now. Just the conversation is happening. I really believe, what we do is important, and we love for people to talk about us and identify us, to see us in our lights up there ahead, and start thinking about, hey, how far back do I have to stay? That conversation is great because what our men and women do does requires some critical driving. They have to be on their toes. They have to change lanes at times quickly. They're slowing down. But I think when drivers identify us and acknowledge us and start to yield some distance and speed, that's good for everybody. It's good for the driver, and it's good for our men and women out behind those plow truck steering wheels.
Yeah, good information there, and hopefully folks are continuing to take heed because you definitely want to get slapped with that good old fine. Now, for drivers that are out, of course, you can never stress it enough. You don't want to sound like a broken record, but give us some advice to those drivers that are heading out or those that are commuting during this wave that's going to come this afternoon.
Well, yeah, and I appreciate again the opportunity because I think I have two boys at home that have started as 16-year-old drivers. One's 30 now and one's 21. But we've got to try to teach them good habits early on, and I think every opportunity we have to reach the motoring public of good driving habits. I think as you enter this evening, expect for there to be snow-covered roads, and that speeds will be reduced. And because of that, you're going to have to plan more time. We talked about the half inch or inch of snowfall per hour. That could really create some very limited sight distance, if not whiteout conditions. So you need to be prepared to drive with your headlights on. Make sure your windshield wipers are in working conditions. And then, as we talked about, because this will be through rush hour, it could take us a while to get through a traffic accident because everybody's backed up because we're peak rush hour on 131. If you happen to get involved in an accident, the response time from law enforcement, the response time for emergency services, the tow truck, those are all extended. So prepare yourself with a little bit of a kit, maybe in your car, with a blanket, some warm hat, gloves, maybe a bottle of water, something in that, so you can wait something out an hour or two instead of thinking they're going to be there in 15 minutes.
Yeah, very good tips to have. And Steve, lastly, a lot of people kind of just brush over the fact of the men and women that are out top of the morning when we come to work, even before then, getting the jobs done, making sure the roads are clear. Give them a quick shout out and just tell the folks that these people are out clearing the roads for our safety.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I couldn't be more proud of our men and women out there. We've got an unbelievable staff, and I think if you ask peers to me throughout this region, throughout Michigan, we all know we're blessed to have great drivers. The men and women take pride in what they do, and they do work hard. But it's a team, and we couldn't do it without them, and we need the buy-in from the motorists to give them room, to try to give them safe distances. But we absolutely appreciate what the men and women do. They work tirelessly, countless hours. But we know when we hire on for this, this is our job. We do this, and they're very passionate. They take pride in their work. And I really believe it shows. Very proud of what they do.
Absolutely. Well, folks, Steve Roon with the Kent County Road Commission, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Thank you, Steve.